Hey, what's up everybody, Frank here, and I am doing the third bag in our LAPG stealth bag series here. This is the third of the three bags that they have, the first one being the laptop bag, the second one being the sling bag, and this one being the backpack. I remember when I started this series, I told you guys that I felt like I had done these videos before and it was driving me crazy. But I realized I did do this bag as my EDC bag setup back in December of 24. So that makes more sense. It wasn't really a review on the bag itself, it was just kind of what I have in my EDC setup, how I was using it and whatnot. So it's not quite set up the same. And I have been moving some things in and out as I've been using my fanny pack a little bit more as it's summertime. More of a grab and go thing. That's just kind of how I prefer to set it up. But anyway, that's you know, that's why having different setups is cool, especially if you can spend a little bit of money and get a lot of good stuff versus having to spend a lot of money and only one bag. So that's why the LAPG bags are kind of cool. This bag is, I mean, roughly, I think they might even say that it's in the mid hundreds, 125, something like that, maybe a little bit more. But you can almost always get this bag right around $100 or less. Anyway, so let me show you a little bit about this, you know, a little bit of the features on this bag, and you can see kind of a little bit how I have it set up, all right? So here we go, change the angle for you here. So this is the blue. I've had, remember I have all three colors. I've got the black laptop bag, I've got the green sling, and I've got this blue backpack. One of the things that drives me nuts is when I received this bag, it was a little bit folded, crunched up, and that's why I've got this like dip here. And I have yet to been able to like reshape it or you know, shake this thing, and it has, like, it's driven me crazy, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, switch angles here, as you can see here, it's got that little like hitch, and it just drives me nuts. But that's not LAPG's fault, you know. It was just it's how it came shipped. So like all their bags, you're gonna have this slightly padded, a little bit rubberized canvas down here at the bottom, which is definitely cool. I use this bag harder than I use the other bags, and I've got no rips or tears or anything like that, so definitely good to know. Your side pockets here for water bottles, and remember, you've got your breakaway pull tabs for things like magazines or other self-defense items in there. Dual water bottle compartments, both sides. You see I got one here and I got one here. So pretty much is what it is. All right. Your other side here, you've got your dual straps. You've got snaps to hold it in. There's no waist strap or anything like that. You do have a carry handle here, which surprisingly I use a lot. And then you have some padded, breathable mesh here, which is always helpful. And then you have a little bit of laser cut molly. I keep forgetting that the camera's over here. You have a little bit of laser cut molly over here. As you can see, I use the heck out of this thing. It's getting frayed, but no complaints, no knocks. All right, good padding backpack. And my favorite feature of all is the incognito look that this thing has, right? We're not screaming tactical. It looks just like your everyday backpack, you know, with the exception of LAPG, and not a lot of people are gonna know what that is unless they're in the know, right? So let's get to some of the similar features of the sling bag, which is gonna be the breakaway, sorry, I got a little stuck, the breakaway molly panel here, which can be tucked underneath to have an exposed molly section. You know, that it is what it is. Laser cut molly all the way down. You got some loop paneling here, and I tend to keep just a breakaway mag pouch as well as a flashlight. Remember, every bag's got to have a flashlight so that you don't misplace it or get stuck somewhere without any light. All right. dual zipper enclosure, part of that breakaway system, right? And is what it is. Now you've got your admin panel here. Okay, your admin panel, so heavy, that's because I got the mag, all right? Keep an extra notebook in here. You've got a mesh pouch here. Gosh, I'm not doing a good job at showing you guys all this stuff, huh? So the damn camera. Let's see, switch angles. All right, so here you can see we've got a mesh panel right in here, just a little zippered mesh panel. Nothing crazy. I actually keep just an emergency water filter and then a little boo-boo kit for the kids. I try to have a boo-boo kit in every bag because kids love Band-Aids and candy, it seems like, right? And then I've got some chapstick and I got some poopery. All right, so you got your little admin cutouts here for pens, you know, not comps, but chem sticks, and I keep a little bit of no stink body spray there. All right, an additional section here. Sorry if you guys can hear the rain, it's starting to pour down. An additional enclosed pocket here. I keep a few things like payment processing chip and some stuff here. All right, nothing crazy. This isn't about what I keep in it, it's just about the features of the bag. And remember, I am changing a few things around, so you'll see some stuff in the future. Now these are not YKK, or they are YKK zippers, which is nice, and they do have these, like, you know, rubberized pull tabs, which definitely makes it easier to get into. All right. Interestingly, the grab handle is a vertical grab handle, going straight up from the front, and it's a little bit of an annoyance because there's this additional loop and hook right here which prevents this from coming too far apart, and that actually helps the grab handle a little bit better. When you're doing it without, you kind of get a little bit of a breakaway, but it's fine. And this also is going to prevent like unnecessary unzipping of certain compartments, right? You've got your padded upper pocket, just like the sling bag. You're going to have a mesh pocket in here. Keep some batteries. I don't know why I have a Romeo 5 in here, but well, got a Romeo 5 in here. And then a few things. Get your sunglass section right there. All right, nothing crazy. You don't want to put anything too heavy in here because if you unzip, you know, kind of can fold back a little bit, but not really an issue. Haven't had an issue with that. All right, your main compartment seems a little small when you're just looking at it this way, right? You got this little area here, but I mean, like, get a bottle opener on this one, by the way. But when you open this up, it doesn't fold completely out. I'll switch angles again. It doesn't fold completely out because you've got these hooks here that hold this thing in place, right? So that's a very nice feature, but if you unhook both of them, you're able to have it open up completely, which is also a very nice feature. So we're able to get it all the way open. Very nice, like when you're packing and whatnot. Very cool. So hey, sorry about that, guys. There was a bad storm and I could barely hear anything, and I'm sure the sound was also pretty annoying to you. So let's just resume here. So one of the things that I will point out is this has that same, I'd say better quality hoop paneling than the the back CCW compartment, just like the other bags. That has this kind of thin, nothing will stick to it. If you saw the other videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is a much better paneling. Sometimes I will keep a holster my firearm there, especially with something like that Vertex BAP, or you can put like a quick slap on mag holder like I had in the front compartment. I don't know which way front is anymore, but over here. So yeah, that's that. You have a laptop sleeve here, a large opening for a laptop. I sometimes put it in here, but this is more for like a tablet, something shorter. It really doesn't matter. You know, you can also probably put like a ballistic panel if you want it in there, and then you probably lose the ability to fit a laptop, but whatever. And then I also keep, you guys saw this before, I keep this med pouch in there, all right? And then in here, you have your internal pockets for the quick release tabs that are here. Again, you can put something like a mag in there, pull it out, grab it from the outside without having to unzip, which is cool. But I just keep like a backup power bank, and then I keep like all my cords and stuff like that. Stuff that I use on a daily basis, because this is my everyday carry bag. Another mesh pocket right here. As you can see, as I kind of just did, this whole thing is like expandable, which is nice. But you got another mesh pocket here, and then you've got another mesh pocket here. Keep a little charger and whatnot in there. But again, like I said, mostly everything's going to be changing with this bag as I redesign a few things in my quest to find the perfect bag at the best price and value. Because I guess, right, if money wasn't an issue, you can afford the best stuff or have it made yourself, right? But all in all, that's a decent overview of the bag. Again, I like it. I've used it a bunch. Been using it for maybe a little over a year now, right around a year. I think I got it around my birthday last year, which would have been in April, so I think a little over a year. But I've been happy with it, and I think that you know, it serves the purpose of being a gray man type of bag that doesn't scream tactical, but has lots of tactical everyday features. And price-wise, again, I think it's good value. So, you know, this is probably like a good 7 out of 10 at retail price. You know, 9 out of 10 when you're talking about the potential sales of getting it maybe around $100 or less. Less than $100, then yeah, 10 out of 10. It serves its purpose. Color-wise, I do like this blue, but I do think I dig the green over the blue. It's just my opinion. But all right, guys, don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Rumble as well. I know most of you guys are going to see this on YouTube, but Rumble's the better platform for us. And then make sure you're following us on Facebook for exclusive discounts and stuff. A lot of ammo sales going on, and the mailing list. If you get on the website, it's going to prompt you to sign up for the mailing list. Do that, please. That's not a computer automated thing. That's literally me typing out an email and sending it to everybody when I have a discount. Try not to be spammy, but I do like to share whatever discount we have going on with all of you, so that you could take advantage of it, and hopefully we'll have better stuff to offer in the future. All right, guys, take it easy.